EFL Championship Luton Town vs Burnley prediction, team news, lineups preview. Marking their returns to the Championship after a brief stay in England's top flight, relegated pair Luton Town and Burnley convene at Kenilworth Road on Monday evening. It will be the first time two teams demoted from the Premier League have started a second-tier season against each other since 2009, and both clubs are expected to push for promotion. Match preview. Despite a brave effort in their first top-flight campaign for 31 years, Luton ultimately suffered relegation last term, finishing 18th in the final Premier League table. The Hatters won just one of their final 17 matches and eventually came in 6 points adrift of safety, despite highly rated manager Rob Edwards gaining many plaudits for his good work at Kenilworth Road. Now, Edwards must build again, with the aim of bouncing back at the first attempt, and ahead of the 2024-25 season, his side began their pre-season program with a 2-1 loss to Danish club AGF Aarhus. 1 win, 2 defeats and a draw were to follow, with last week's 3-1 home loss to Celta Vigo wrapping up their summer schedule on something of a down note. Luton lost 4-1 at Brighton Hove Albion in their opening match last term, going on to win only 4 times on home turf all season, but back in the Championship they will expect to fare far better in the coming campaign. However, the Hatters are winless in their last 8 league meetings, with Burnley ahead of Monday's opener, taking just 1 point off the Clarets last season. Having brought maximum points home from Luton last October, Burnley have won 4 straight away games against their opening day hosts. And continuing that streak would provide a perfect start to Scott Parker's reign. Demotion from the Premier League was sharply followed by manager Vincent Kompany and assistant Craig Bellamy leaving for Bayern Munich and the Wales national team respectively. So Championship specialist Parker was hired to take the Clarets back up. He has already been busy in the summer transfer window, while running the rule over his new squad in a series of behind-closed-doors friendlies against Barnsley, Celtic, Hearts and Newcastle United. In the penultimate game of their pre-season schedule, Burnley drew 0-0 with newly promoted La Liga side Leganés, and a week-long training camp in Spain then ended with a 1-1 draw against Cadiz. Usually among the clubs vying for promotion, they have not lost their first fixture in any of their last 6 championship campaigns. Picking up at least a point to keep that run going will be Parker's priority on Monday. Team news. Luton will kick off the new season amid an injury crisis in defence, as Teden Mengi sustained a knee injury last week, joining Amari Bell, Mads Andersen, Daiki Hashioka and Reece Burke on the sidelines. As Dan Potts and Gabriel Osho both left earlier this summer, only Tom Holmes, Rewell Walters and Joe Johnson are definitely available to start in the hosts' back line. Up front, Carlton Morris caught the eye during last season's Premier League campaign with 11 goals, and he should captain a side featuring new arrival Shandon Baptiste in midfield. Burnley are still without long-term absentees Aaron Ramsey and Nathan Redmond, plus Jordan Bayer and Belgian winger Mike Tresser, but Luca Koleosho and Zeki Mduni are both in contention despite fitness concerns. Linked with transfers away, Sander Berge and Dara O'Shea could both be heading back to the Premier League before their current club. So it remains to be seen whether they will start. Lyle Foster, who scored at Kenilworth Road last year, will compete with recent signing Andreas Hauntangi for selection up front. Ex-Ipswich Town goalkeeper Václav Hladký vies with James Trafford to feature between the posts. Luton Town possible starting lineup: Kaminski, Walters, Holmes, Johnson, Ogbene, Clark, Baptiste, Doughty, Chung, Morris, Adebayo. Burnley possible starting lineup: Hladký, Roberts, Esteve, O'Shea, Vitinho, Cullen, Brownhill, Koleosho, Odebert, Zaroury, Foster. We say, Luton Town 1-2 Burnley. Burnley can continue a fine record against Luton in their Championship opener, as their hosts are injury hit and have been slow to find new recruits. The Clarets, meanwhile, have a deep squad from which to choose. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.